Rooster, dog, and monkey. It's become more common than ever for Western brands to use animals from the Chinese zodiac in their designs, and not to mention Chinese characters, porcelain, silk, and traditional paintings. When facing the world's biggest luxury spending market, no one wants to lag behind. From Louis Vuitton to Victoria's Secret, most of the Western fashion brands are trying to woo their Chinese customers by adding more Chinese elements to their designs. At the recent Victoria's Secret fashion show in Paris, supermodels like Elsa Hosk and Kendall Jenner wore dragon-themed lingeries like this and this. But do Chinese consumers, especially the new millennials, like them? Let's find out.
金发碧眼的还是有点不适合这种类型的，
我觉得不太适合他，反而我们中国奚梦瑶的就穿得挺好看的，
会更加的国际范儿一点，那也会让中国人其实我们能够更加的长脸吧。
它肯定会有一点夸张吧，只能这样说。
它好看在什么地方？
霸气。
很乱，表现不出来任何的一个主题，不好看。
Judging from their action, it seemed that this lingerie brand tried a little too hard to tap into the Chinese market. Huang Xiaoping, a fashion designer who studied in the UK for 5 years, reckoned the reason for such misjudgments is the culture gap.
When we see Western films, they always come with like the red things, the dragon thing, the Finnish things. That's just the way that they think Chinese culture should be like that. They're just trying to put their point of view into their design. That's not a bad thing.
In view of these methods that fail to appeal to Chinese shoppers, some say brands need to employ new tactics.
The Chinese are no longer that easy to be bought over as before.
Chen Xiaoli is a part-time fashion blogger and also runs a club of elite women. Chen says in the past, the fashion taste of the Chinese was influenced by Western brands, but times have now changed.
In the old days, they gave and we accepted, but it doesn't work that way nowadays. We don't have to like what you think we may like. Now we know what we want, so it would be better if they would listen to us more.
Meanwhile, Huang, who will hold the fashion show in London this year, said there is something to be gleaned from what the big brands are putting out, as Chinese brands can actually learn from them.
Actually, if you look at those things, the technique is very good. Many Chinese brands, they can't do that technique. Even though just like dragon and Finnish, they can pull it in a very fashion way, but in Chinese brand, we still have to work on it.
While many consumers are cutting back on spending, this is simply not the case for the Chinese. But it's still a challenge for foreign brands to appeal to Chinese shoppers, who have never been so discerning yet divided in their fashion tastes. Yunfei, CGTN, 广州。